Hey guys, welcome back to Modeling Manhood. We got a epic story uh, to tell you guys today. One that I wish I didn't have to tell, but it is definitely something that happened. So just kind of a quick background on the story. I decided to do some trapping as part of a wildlife class I was teaching. And we had caught several raccoons, and we kept the traps out and we were checking them every single day, and we ended up catching a skunk. And in my mind I'm like, oh my goodness, what are we going to do with this skunk? We can't use a firearm because of where we were. We can't exactly like beat it over the head because we're going to end up getting sprayed. So I came up with this battle plan, and I basically put a black garbage bag over my body, kind of as like a shield. And then I took a metal post and I was going to make like a spear out of it. And I'm like, if I miss with the spear, if I take duct tape and bale twine and make it so I can like throw the spear and then like bring the spear back in, maybe one of these times I'll end up being able to hit it and just be able to take it out. And that was my game plan to do battle with the skunk. I don't know about you guys. So the skunk's in a foothold trap, a dog-proof trap, and able to spin around. So I'm like, kind of come through it with all these scenarios in my head. What's the best plan of attack? And that was my plan of attack. I was going to wait till the end of the workday, and then I was going to go do battle with this skunk and make sure that I was not going to end up getting sprayed, because I had been down that road a few times and I just did not want that to happen. So I get out to the woods, put on my garbage bag, get my spear all ready, and this skunk is doing this little number and lifting his tail, and I'm like, oh boy, here it comes. And I see this log laying on the ground. It's like 20-foot log, probably like that big. So I like kind of moved it towards the skunk, and I kind of got him flopped over on his back so he can't really move around. And I'm like, all right, this is going really good. And I get another log, and I basically cover him up with logs so he's on his back and there's no way for him to like attack me. And I get on top of this log pile with my garbage bag on and with the spear, and I stabbed him. And I hear, and I'm like, oh no, he's going to spray. And everything went quiet, and I'm like, oh good, he is fine. And I take it because I need to get him out of this foothold trap that he's caught in. And I start taking the logs off, take the next log off. Well, I get to that first log that I had put on him, and he flips around, and all I'm seeing right now is him up on his feet, and he spins around, and I see the green goo coming at me, and I take off running, and I ended up hitting an apple tree up here, and split my skull open. I ended up having to get several staples to get my head basically flopped back together, and I got blood now coming down my face. And I'm like, that's it. I'm just going to go in and take care of this skunk. And that's what I did. I battled a skunk to the death. I ended up getting covered, but I ended up getting him rendered useless. And I pulled all my traps after that day because I'm like, I do not want to go through this again. I need to go in an area where I can disarm them in a way that's definitely more humane than what I just did. Maybe you guys are thinking, man, you are just cruel and unusual. And I don't know about you. I've never met anybody that did battle with the skunk, man to beast, but I would not recommend it. I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about the armor that I put on my body and just how that relates to the Bible. In the book of Ephesians, you guys have probably heard about the armor of God in chapter 6 of Ephesians, starting in verse 11. Ephesians 6, verse 11. It says, put on the whole armor of God, that you will be able to stand the schemes of the devil. For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood. I was wrestling with the skunk that day. But against the rulers, against the authorities, against the cosmic powers over the present darkness, against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly places. Therefore, take up the whole armor of God, that you may be able to withstand the evil day, and having done all, to stand firm. Therefore, And it talks about the belt of truth, the helmet of salvation, the sword of faith. And it talks about all this armor that we need to put on when we go and do battle against the enemy. I don't know about you guys, but a lot of days, and most days, I forget to pray the prayer of the body of armor over my body. I go out every day, and you go out every day into a world that is what this chapter talks about, filled with evil, devilish schemes, cosmic powers, all these things that are out there trying to get us, kind of like that skunk that day. I thought I was ready to do battle, but I was not fully equipped to do battle with the skunk that day. And most days, you and I, if we're honest, we are not spiritually equipped to do battle against the enemy. So I would encourage you guys, whatever that looks like in your life, to learn how to put on the battle plan every day. Put on your battle armor so that you can take on the skunks and all the evil that's out there. Thank you guys for joining us here at Modeling Manhood. I hope you guys enjoyed today's story. It is definitely becoming one of the favorites that I love to tell. Totally embarrassing, but totally appropriate for the armor of God. And I just hope that you guys will make that connection and think about how you can do battle with the enemy better. Thank you for joining us here at Modeling Manhood. And as always, remember to mirror your maker and journey with Jesus.